back to me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough, we won't let them hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the queen of the indies, Tiffany. And today I am joined by my good friend, Dezmond Cole. How are ya?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to do this. I've been waiting for
Yay.
this for a while.
Yes. I'm so glad that you're here. I've been talking a lot about you. Got to see you a while ago. So I'm so glad that we finally get to sit here and chat. So really looking
Yes,
forward to
ma'am.
that. So guys, if you're new here to the Under the Rope series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, backstage. I got you covered. If you guys got questions for Dezmond, please feel free, drop it into the chat. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So we're going to start off with a bang, actually, pretty much. I mean, we're going to talk about this. I mean, you recently just got back from injury. So first, we have to ask, how are you feeling, from that?
Oh, honestly, it's still in the back of my mind. The injury. I still think about it, obviously, but I am incredibly grateful for the people I'm surrounded by to keep doing this. I love this so much, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did when I left. I'm in a complete different mindset. I'm thinking a lot smarter. I'm stretching better and everything like that, because that was the big downfall of what happened the last time. I wasn't stretching as much, and unfortunately that happened with my knee. And I don't know. I'm just to the races right now. I'm just full throttle right now.
Yeah. Man, well, I'm so glad that you're back. I've been waiting for you to come back, so here you are. I mean, I get to see you next week, which we'll get into later into this, podcast. So, but again, I like to start off with, a lot on the podcast. We're learning a little bit about you. So let's start from the beginning. So how did you get into professional wrestling?
Oh, this is a good one. So I was about 6 years old, and I was scrolling through channels on my TV, and I saw John Cena screaming at the camera, and I was like, "What is this?" I got hooked, and I decided to just to keep watching it. I didn't understand what it was at all, but that's when I really noticed what wrestling was. Other than that, when I was really young, my uncles, as I was just playing around with my toys, stuff like that, I'd be like 2, 3 years old. They were watching iconic moments like Mankind getting thrown off the Hell in a Cell, and that was just on in the background. But when I fully dived in and understood what it really was when I was 6, like I said, and after that, I tuned in every single week, and I fell in love with it. I was captivated, and I wanted to do it but I didn't think it was a thing you could do when I was a kid.
Right.
So I was more into dancing and other stuff, but when I found out that I could get that chance, I took it.
And here we are, right? So awesome. I see you guys.
Here we are.
I see you guys in the chat. What's up, Mark? Joe Reckon says, "Hell yeah, my brother is New York champion. First New York, then the world."
Yes, sir.
Love
Yes,
it.
sir.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So clearly, again, I've seen you wrestle in person, but for that fan.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, you were there for the Ryan Redfield?
Yeah, I was there. I was
Okay,
backstage
okay.
too.
Wow. Okay.
I
Oh,
was.
wow.
I was backstage too. So you'll see me backstage next week as well. So, but yeah, no, I'm really excited that that match was a banger. But we'll get into that later because I want to talk about that later. But let's do this because again, like I said, I'm going to talk about matches that I've seen you in. And of course, like I have my favorites and stuff. But for that fan that's listening to this podcast right now, that's never seen you before, what is the match that they should watch in order to like fall in love with you and be total supportive?
Man, there's a lot I've been having recently that like are I really really like. There's a lot. I'm gonna give him like three.
Okay.
Versus Ryan Redfield.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. Me versus Gabriel Sky at Pro Wrestling Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to say me versus Myron Reed
Yeah.
at Remarkable. Those are three. If you want to know what I'm about, go check it out. And then I think you'll be a fan.
Yeah, it's funny because like these are matches that I actually picked in my questions that we're gonna talk about. Catalyst Wrestling, Matt's in the chat. What's going up? You and Griffin, he says, can see Dezmond Cole live against Griffin this Sunday at Catalyst Wrestling in Brooklyn. Definitely check it out. I wish I could come. I'm gonna have to catch up on the replay of it after fact, but that's gonna be a banger. Griffin's been on this podcast. Matt's been on this podcast. Definitely go check out those interviews as well. So looking forward to it. So let's see. Since we're bringing up, you said Ryan Redfield, let's go there. We're going to talk about, Sean Henderson. We love him dearly here on this podcast. He's coming on next week. We're actually going to break down the card. So you guys tune in next Wednesday with me and Sean. So we're going to talk about the show on Friday on IWTV as well. But, so you made your debut with Ryan Redfield over to the Sean Henderson show. So this, again, one of my favorite matches, so of course,
Wow.
I know, like, I want you to run this match back. I know Ryan wants you to run this match back.
We need to, man.
Yes.
I've been like, that's such a great kid, man. I'll do it 10,000 more times.
Yeah, it was so good. So good. I swear, like, Ryan, Sean's got an eye. I always tell him this, and we talk about it a lot when I do my Indie Talk episodes, and I tell him that he always has an eye when he puts people together, and you guys had great chemistry. Such a great match. So tell us a little bit working with him. Tell us a little bit working with Sean Henderson and the H2O roster.
Honestly, when I got there, it was like a fish out of water. So I didn't really know much people, but me and Ryan Redfield like clicked instantly. We started talking and everything was just flowed great. And obviously, like you said, like it was a great match. I would love to do it again with him. Ryan Redfield is somebody who is like very underlooked, has a very lot of untapped potential, and that is like somebody that I'll put my neck out for because obviously he's a great kid. Yeah. And Sean Henderson, in my opinion, if anyone's ever said anything bad about him, they're just stupid. There's not a bad bone in that guy's body. Nah. He's like the sweetest dude I've met in wrestling. Yeah. So that's another guy who like that. He needs his flowers too, man. He's a great individual. I love doing business with Sean. Yeah. And I will continue to do business with Sean. Whatever he needs me, I'm there. Yeah. And yeah, man, shout out to Sean, shout out to Ryan, and actually shout out to Christian Robinson because Christian Robinson is the one who put me on and introduced me to Sean Henderson, and that's how I got on.
So awesome. All these names, if you guys listen to this podcast, all these people have been on the podcast, which is great. Christian's amazing. So he'll be there again. You guys need to watch next Friday. I'll put up all those graphics at the end of the podcast so you guys can support and get all the information for that too. So, and we're sending love to Sean because he separated his shoulder this week. Oof. I feel so bad.
It's terrible.
I know. He just came back from injury too, and he re-injured. I was so looking forward to watching him wrestle again. Maybe you guys one day down the line will be able to wrestle.
Who knows, man? Hooper versus Henderson. Who knows?
Yeah. You never know. Joe said, all of them. Desmond has been extremely talented since we would train in the backyards. He's an amazing talent. Deserves all the success. He's coming up. I agree.
That's a good friend Joe, man.
There you go. Very, very nice. Okay, so you brought up Gabriel Sky. Again, this was part of my question. So Pro Wrestling Magic, another great promotion. Gabriel said with our interview that you guys had a banger and his goal was to break you down. And he said he recognized your passion. I mean, you guys are both Long Island boys to work each other. Like tell us a little bit about it.
Well, pull up the curtain a little bit. Me and Gabe, we're very close. Mm-hmm. So we come from the same area. He did bring out something in me. He beat the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. And I was, he was getting me fired up in there and unlocked the side of me I didn't know I had. Mm-hmm. But Gabe is someone I came up with. I'm still coming up with right now. He's someone I go to for advice, and we just, spit things back and forth to each other. But Gabe is someone who I owe a lot to be honest with you. I have a really close, tight-knit group that I stick with, and he's in that, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that match I love that match very much.
Yeah.
And he's another one where I just, that was my second time, I think, in the ring with him. Mm-hmm. And I just keep learning. So I'm ready to do it again. You know what I mean?
A lot of run back matches pretty much, but there's so many people out there and it's like
yeah, there's only so much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because my friend Melissa, shout out to her, she was at that show and I forgot where I was. It probably was at another promotion. But she was messaging me and she was like, this match is insane. So and I was like, oh man, I gotta go back and watch this match. I was like, so good. But that's really cool. When I get those messages, because I have those friends that, if they're not with me and they're supporting another promotion and I'm at another one or whatever the reason is, I do have a lot of friends that do message me and then they'll tell me you gotta watch this match. This match was so great. But that was one I remember that she's like, this match is so good. And of course it's better when you get to see it live. So you got to run it back so I can watch it live.
Oh yeah, of course. What was her name?
Melissa, yeah.
Oh, Melissa. Shout out to Melissa.
So great. All right, so you are now the Victoria Pro Wrestling NYS championship champion at Victory Pro Wrestling. So tell us a little bit what this meant to you. Give us a little bit of the tea. Tell us about your match with Eric James. Give us all of it.
Damn, he's another one. So that's another match people gotta watch. that was a really good one. Mm-hmm. Damn, I don't know. I got a lot right now. That one meant a lot to me. A lot more, I think, than people think. Mm-hmm. Because Victory Pro Wrestling is a promotion where I was going there when I was 7 years old. They've been around for a minute. They've been around for a while. And Eric's been there for a very long time. And I remember I used to be in front row for their shows when I was a kid. And I saw him win that title for the first time years ago. Mm-hmm. So I just that's a title that I always wanted. New York State, I wanted to represent that title.
Yeah.
So I just never thought it was possible. So I got to Victory Pro Wrestling about, I think it was I want to say 2019. I want to say that. Mm-hmm. I got there then. I had no idea who I was at the time. And I was just grinding and doing what I could to catch eyes and everything. I had my first opportunity against Eric when he was still the champion. And I didn't get the job done. So then during COVID, I was able to find this new being, find this new person, and I was working my ass off, and it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
Because now we came back, and I get another opportunity against Eric, who still was holding this title still, and this time it worked out in my favor. So this is it just meant the world to me. I lost. I broke down crying, everything. It was just a long time coming for me, and it showed me that like how hard I was working, and
Yeah.
it paid off.
That's so awesome. And to like have that moment, having the fans there, like being there, being support. How was that? Like, even
Oh,
after.
it was like so amazing. Like that people who at first had no idea, like they had no idea what you're about, watch your growth, watch you, reach, keep reaching new successes. Like they were there with you.
Right.
They was with me with the bad times, and now they're here with the good times.
Yeah.
And like I can give nothing but my gratitude to them because
Mhm.
like those fans are like family to me.
Right.
They've literally seen me grow up.
Yeah.
So to win that in front of those people and then recognize the struggles I was going through and down here like that, I'm trying to get worked up over right now. But nah, it was just great, man. It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's so awesome. Really, really cool. Great stuff. So we brought up everything that all the matches you brought up were all questions that I was going to talk about, which is funny. So okay, let's talk about the banger that you had with Myron Reed recently at Remarkable Wrestling. So this is another like new promotion, correct? Like out of Deer Park. I mean, I've been going to Deer Park for years. To see a bunch of wrestling, and I kind of feel like that's kind of where I started seeing a lot of the indies in general. So
Same,
it's interesting.
same.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see all the people that come in and out of the door of that building. And people are signed with AW and or WWE. It's crazy. Or even me heckling the wrestlers, like I was talking about me heckling MJF. But a lot of great promotions that come out of there. So again, like I said, this is new, right? Like this is how many? Not a lot, right? How many shows have they ran?
They're running our second show
Mhm.
in
Next week.
in 2 weeks.
Is it
I think.
next
Yeah.
week? Oh yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
their
that's
second show,
crazy.
and yeah, I mean they're on fire right now.
So
Like
great.
the stuff they're putting out. So like more props to them, man.
Yeah, that card is crazy too, which is coming
Yeah,
up well. So,
it's good. It's really good.
but Myron Reed, firecracker that he is, and you got to step in the ring. So tell us, like, is that a little bit like intimidating to step in the ring with like Myron Reed, and like how was this match for you?
Um, this match was huge for me.
Hmm.
It was intimidating.
Hmm.
I know that I was trying to keep my head leveled. I went out, did the usual thing, dancing. Then when I heard his music, I got so in the zone. I
Right.
got tunnel vision. I was like, all right, dancing got to go in the back pocket right now. I was like, this dude needs my full attention. But he is, yeah, no, that was a really big test for me. Even though like I didn't get the job done, the one thing I wanted the most though going into that was I just want to respect,
Right.
and I wanted to earn that from him. And this is somebody who's we're around the same age, and he's killing it
Yeah.
like an MLW, like 3-time middleweight champion. He is just reaching insane heights. So when I saw this match got announced, I told myself, like, yeah, the goal is to win, but the bigger goal to me is to get noticed by this dude
Hmm.
and him to respect me.
Right.
And hey, that's what happened. We went to war with each other, and I would love to do it again. And I got respect. I got what my heart wanted.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was a test, but it was fun, man. He is great. Like he is so I can't even put into words. Like he is like so talented,
Hmm.
so smart. Like smart, one of the smartest people I've been in the ring with by far right now. And like he needs his flowers, that man.
Yeah. So like, do you feel like, after having these matches, I guess like, this is something that I should like talk about with wrestlers that come in here. Do you feel like you learned like a lot more with working with somebody like him? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've already picked from things that we have done in that match. I've already picked from it
mhm,
and realized what I have to do to get better and
mhm,
keep getting better and keep getting better. Everyone I've been in the ring with as of late, I have picked something from and learned
right.
something from them. So I'm like a sponge.
Yeah.
So that honestly, that's all you can do if you want to get better. You gotta keep your mouth shut. You
Hmm.
gotta open your ears. You know what
Right.
I mean? And you gotta appreciate what people have been. And
Mm.
if you want to get there, you gotta listen.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Um, So, it's funny. I'm going to bring up another name. And actually, I was just talking to him recently. So that's why this name's coming up. Matt Awesome. Love him. He's been on this podcast. Great guy. I always run into him. I always see him at shows. Maybe he's not always working it, but I see him a lot, like, the GCW shows, or I run into him at House of Glory. I love that dude. So, let's talk about this. Your match with him. He tried to introduce you to the chancla, but missed. And then he took the ref out. So, well, like the ref took it away, but so talk to us about our dear friend, Matt Awesome, your match. He was really excited when, he knew that you were going to come onto this podcast. He loves you,
Man,
but the
this
chancla, man.
it's talking the damn chocolate, man. This guy he tried it. He tried it. It
Yeah.
didn't work though. But nah, he's a great dude. I think I've said it like another podcast before. With Matt, I would love to. We had like a Pure Rules wrestling match,
Hmm.
something like that. And I would love to wrestle him like a regular match at my style.
Hmm.
See if he can keep on me. Like that's exactly where I want to put him in that zone,
Yeah.
and I want to test him like that. But he's another dude, super humble, super nice guy,
Yeah.
honestly, and not for real. Like that's another guy, man. Get in my element. Keep up with the big boofer.
Yeah. So where did the Big Boofa come from? Like the nickname?
Oh man! All right. So are you familiar with Tristan Ty? Kiro
Mm.
Kwan, MLW.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So
I went blank for a
he's
second.
another he's another one
Hmm.
who I'm very close with.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna tell a story of how I became who I am.
Hmm.
So we were on the road. It was me, my dude Percy Ryan, it was
Hmm.
Gabe, and it was Tristan. We were on the road, and it was COVID was kind of just starting to relax a little bit. Shows were starting to open back up. I was working my ass off in the shadows,
Hmm.
so I got booked for a show, and I was like, oh damn. I was like, all right. I realized that whatever I was doing before wasn't really working.
Hmm.
So I was kind of nervous. We were sitting in a hotel, and Tristan, he goes, yo, man, he was like, why don't you try and do this? Like, why don't you try and be yourself? Like, you're a competitive breakdancer, and hip hop dancer. I was like, why don't you just show people like who you are? Like,
Hmm.
have some enthusiasm, have some character. I was like, I didn't want to do it. I was like scared. I
Hmm.
was like, nah. I was like, they're not gonna like that. It's gonna be weird. So then he just said like the worst that could happen is like you try it and it doesn't work.
Right.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right, fine. So I came out. I was acting like myself. I was being more laid back. I was dancing, this and that. So then that was planting the seeds. And now fast forward to today, I have found myself. I know exactly who I am now, and it is just if it wasn't for Tristan, I don't think I would be where I am right now. Like I just don't think nothing would have really because it wasn't working out what
Yeah.
I was going with. But I just feel so comfortable in my own skin now,
Hmm.
and I feel so and I also feel comfortable to just keep on elaborating and adding on to who this character is.
Right.
And like I said, I was a competitive breakdancer and hip hop dancer.
Hmm.
So there's, the sky's the limit for the things I could do, and people get shocked every single time.
Right.
So that's what I'm just going to continue to do. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah.
Awesome. So let's manifest some matches onto this podcast because you never know what could happen. Let's put it into the clouds. So is there anybody that's caught your eye? Obviously everybody wants to wrestle everybody, and that's just a given. But is there anybody that's caught your eye that you haven't gotten into the ring with that you want to get into the ring with soon?
There's a lot. My biggest one that I've wanted to wrestle for a very long time now, it's a dream match for me, is Too Cold Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
That is somebody I want to step in the ring with.
Sean, cough, Sean, cough, Sean.
Too Cold Scorpio is a big one. Ken Broadway.
Oh,
I
would
never
love
got. I
Ken
want to
Broadway.
face him so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. I wouldn't mind even Marcus Mathers.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket.
Yeah.
From H2O.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of matches I want to run back too.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'd love to see our Canada boy up in Canada, McCray Martin, man. Like he needs to come back down. Maybe at NFW. I feel like this could happen. I could see you two getting into the ring. I feel like it'd be like kind of like a hoss fight a little bit, like some chops.
That'd
And
be awesome.
Oof. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of guys
Yeah.
I want to get in the ring with. Like I want to get in the ring with like all of them.
Yeah.
Right now there's a lot like Speedball Mike Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
He's one that
Yeah.
I want to get in the ring with. Ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
Would love to get in the ring with Ruckus. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot of names. Like I like to always ask that because even whoever's listening, you never know. Maybe there's names that they don't know, and like maybe that they'll look out for. And again, you never know who's listening to the podcast that they can make it happen. So you need to listen to your talent also out there, promoters, because and even like the fans, even like someone like me, like I want to come enjoy these matches. So
Oh yeah.
put it out there. We have a fan tweet from Good Cop Bad Cop. He likes to do anagrams on this podcast with everybody that I have on here. So he said, with Dezmond Cole being an anagram of me, cold dozen, if you're buying a 12-pack of something, what cold beverage are you getting?
Huh? What? I don't know how to answer that.
It just says 12-pack of something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be beer. He likes to stump my guests, just so you know.
Oh no, he stumped me.
Could be ginger
Yeah,
ale.
sure, ginger ale. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know, man. Damn.
Usually, sometimes it like brings like good answers or it comes with a good story. So he stumps everybody on this podcast. Is great. So thank you, Good Cop.
You got me.
I love it. I love it very much. Okay, so I want to do a fun post question that I do onto this podcast. So because of the fact that we see so much negativity on social media, I like to focus on the positive. So wrestling with positivity is very dear to my heart. So being a podcaster, being able to come backstage, I get to witness, a lot of beautiful things. I hear stories, if you guys are interested, Wrestling with Positivity, I have 2 videos up on the channel. You can go see, there's a bunch of wrestlers, parents, fans, they all participated in and told some really lovely stories. So, with that being said, is there anything that you can share with us, something that, we wouldn't normally hear? So, obviously right now you would tell us a little bit about it. Something maybe you've done for a fan, maybe a fan's done for you, maybe you've done something for a wrestler's done for you. Anything that we wouldn't, really see that you could just share with us.
Yeah, actually, I wish I could find it. It's probably somewhere in my suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was injured,
Mm-hmm.
I think I made like a quick return, like with a promo or something like that. Some fan came up to me with, I think it was like a New Year's card, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a whole like essay when I opened the card. And the kid was telling me that he looked up to me for a very long time, and he was very upset when I got injured. And he wrote so much like great things about how he's been following me this whole time and how he's seen my growth. And it almost made me tear up because, you're kind of like, when you're doing this, you're kind of like in a tunnel, like, you're kind of like just staring straight, just keep grinding to the next thing. And when you realize that people are watching you and they're appreciating you like that, like,
Mm-hmm.
it just means like it meant the world to me. I remember reading that right there, and I was like, damn. I was like, this kid, like, it's really touched my heart right now.
Right.
because he was, he was telling me that like, oh, like, um, I've saved him from certain things, and like he really looked up to me, and like that was great. That was something that I was definitely not expecting.
Yeah.
But when someone does stuff like that just makes this all like this is all worth it.
Yeah, yeah, those are the important things. That's why I like sharing these things on the podcast, because I feel like they play such a massive role, and I know everybody's got a story. Everybody's always got like some sort of story, and we don't always get to see it. Um,
Yeah,
but those are the important things and the reminders. If you have those bad days, like why am I doing this, or and then like, but those are
everybody
the
has them.
yeah, definitely. So, so you guys like travel a lot, wrestlers. You get into the cars, you share cars, you drive wherever it is that you guys like drive to. Do you have any fun road trip stories that you can share with us?
Oh my God, there's a lot. I don't know which one I can think about right now. Uh, well, it's not really something I could dive into, but
Hmm.
by people being hilarious. Uh, Gabe,
Hmm.
Gabe is absolutely hilarious on the road. I can't breathe. Like I cannot breathe around. Like when with my guys, man, I can't breathe. Like they kill me.
Hmm.
Like my trainer Kono, my dude Sam Hain, he's also coming up. Those are guys that like they just say things, and it's just hilarious. Like
Hmm.
I can't like I just can't like. I've done like so many trips, especially like late night Wawa trips, where it's just these guys be holding it together when we're tired, man. Those are the MVPs, but they be cracking me up, man.
Team Wawa, yes.
Yeah, Wawa.
Why don't we have a Wawa in New York? I feel like
But
I
I
think
don't know. We got Quick Check, and it doesn't cut it for me.
I know we have a
It does
quick
not.
check. Where the hell's the quick?
Oh wait,
We have a.
wow. What part of New York you
I'm
from?
in Queens, but I was in Long Island for like a while.
Yeah, we got a Quick Check. We got a bunch of them
Where?
over here.
In Long Island?
Yeah, we got a bunch of them in Long
Oh
Island.
man.
I got one like 5 minutes away from me.
Oh shit. Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. I don't
You-
like their coffee. Their coffee sucks. But
Yeah, it does. It does. It's terrible.
I mean, their menus where you can make like your sandwiches and stuff like that is pretty good.
It's all right. It's not as good as Wawa.
Oh, exactly. I mean, like if you have to, get something quick, then it's not bad. But I'd rather go to Wawa and I want my hazelnut coffee. I like
Oh yeah, I actually like that too.
right? It's so
I
good.
mix- yeah,
And then they got
it is.
the creamers out for you. I remember I was like, oh shit, it's not just like milk and creamer. You got your hazelnut, you got your French, you got your shout out to Wawa. Sponsor us here at the Indie
Yeah,
Wrestling
sure.
Corner.
There you go.
We love you over here. So we have plenty of fights that we fight with people that Wawa over everything else. So yeah, sponsors here at the Indie Wrestling Corner.
Wawa holds it down.
It is the wrestling
really late.
spot. It's like anybody you talk to. I know like you have the fights, right, of like Sheets and Wawa. I still haven't tried Sheets, so fuck Sheets and all Team Wawa.
I haven't either. So I guess, yeah.
So we're just Team Wawa
not
by
gonna give him a
default.
chance.
We're just Team Wawa by default or whatever like that. But yeah, sponsor us. Like we love your hazelnut coffee. But every time, but that's the spot. After a wrestling show, you see all the wrestlers at the Wawa, get their drinks and foods, or even like before. So, I was just talking to who was it? Colby Carino. Every time like I go to H2O, I always run into him before and after a show. And since I'm gonna see him next weekend too with you
Oh, yeah,
also, I told him I was like, I'll see you at the Wawa before H2O.
Before and after.
Before and after, I'll see you there. So, oh, too funny. So what are some things you like to do when you're not in the squared circle?
I love to play video games. I love to, I still dabble in dancing here and there. Honestly, I just like to vibe. I just like to relax, chill out. I meditate a lot of times. I like to work out. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do much.
Aw.
I have my head's really in wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of wrestling. So that's what I also spend my time doing, and tape studying, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know, like I
not-
get fried sometimes. I feel fried a little bit lately with all the wrestling, especially after something like the Collective weekend, and you're trying to like keep
yeah,
tabs, and then like
yeah,
you said, you guys study also. It's a lot.
yeah. It's yeah, wrestling does get like, especially like right now, it's a good thing. It's
Yeah,
very good though. Don't
it's
get me
very
wrong.
good, very good.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it right now that you could watch it now. Something new like every day,
Yeah,
like every single day you'll have something popping up.
yeah.
So yeah,
I'm always trying to catch up. I feel like I can't catch. It's like impossible
and you'll
to.
never catch up.
You'll never catch up. Just like when you're like, okay, I gotta watch ABC, and then it's like DEF is already airing right now, like at this time. So let me see this chat. Joe said he said a lot of stuff. So he said, if not for AEW, I would suggest Dezmond versus Dan Housing. Time didn't match up, and it's a shame. Oh, Dan Housing,
man.
no swearing.
I don't want to get cursed.
You
Don't do it.
don't
I
want
don't wanna
to
get
eat
cursed,
the teeth. I actually have one of his teeth in my little.
I do not want to eat the teeth. No way.
I have one of his
man,
teeth on my shelf thing right next to me. It's too funny. Do I have it handy here on the podcast? It's here it is. I have one of Dan Housing's teeth, so you guys can see it on the podcast. It's one of his teeth that he made. What's his name? Evil Kip.
Oh, wow.
He had Creator
crazy,
Pro.
right?
Kip with a P, pretty much. Quick check is Long Island on Middle Country Road in Stony Brook. So, okay, I gotcha. I didn't even know. Well, I don't really go out to Suffolk so much, so I was in Nassau for like a while, but. So I have two final questions for you. If anybody has anything, drop it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to read any of your questions, and then we'll get into what's coming up. So, what are some goals of 2022?
Honestly, I just want to expand and keep getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Some goals are, I honestly would like to debut in some new companies to show my face. And just really show everybody, like, what I'm about. That's all I want to do for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be, I also want to go like international. I want to travel like more, like go different countries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, those are my goals right now. I want to be the best me I could be.
Right.
That's the only thing you could do. You just keep getting better.
So awesome. And what's cool is that we get to see a lot of wrestlers. They're traveling to like Europe. Ace Romero was just on recently. He just did a little bit of a tour, which was cool, and he did some training there. Becca was just on also. Unfortunately she got hurt, so she's out, so we wish her well also. A lot of injuries, I feel like, the last year.
I've seen a lot of knee injuries.
Yeah. TJ Crawford.
Which is scaring me. Yeah, oh man, God bless that.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Great dude.
I can't wait for him to come back. You guys haven't stepped in the ring together, have you?
No, that's another person.
See?
Actually. I would love to get in the ring with. That's I put him really up there. That's somebody that I definitely can't wait to get in there with.
Wow.
And I know we'll kill it.
Yeah.
It's
one of the best, one of my favorites to watch in the ring.
Great.
So I would love putting it out there into the clouds. Somebody book this.
Yeah.
TJ, get better soon, because like I freaking missed your ass in the ring and having these banger matches as well. So, but everything pro wrestling's in the chat. What's up? Joe said, gotta love now that quarantine is like dead. All of the stars are getting injured. Just glad my homie's healthy now. Yes.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
So looking forward to it. So on this podcast, we have a lot of fans that actually are either they started training or debating about signing up for school. A lot more have already started their training career. So is there a piece of advice that you can give to those amateur, inspired wrestlers?
Yeah, definitely. If I can give any piece of advice, is to just stick to it. I know it sounds cliche, but obviously this is a business where you're going to get in your head. I'm not going to lie. I still get in my head, still right now. And you just got to just be yourself, to 1,000. Don't be someone you're not, because it's not organic.
Right.
And honestly, once you dive into that, just go balls to the wall, like completely. And I promise you, if you put your all into it, it will put its all into you, and it will reward you back. It gives no choice but to, if you're serious about it like that. And like same thing, like what's going on with me right now. I doubted myself for such a long time. I still deal with confidence issues, but hey, like I'm still out here.
Yeah.
So I just blinked my eyes, and out of nowhere, like I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah.
And well, actually, you know what? Before this, I didn't get to shout him out. Another person I have to shout out is Hoke,
Yeah.
because
For his
if
gifts.
it wasn't for Hoke, people wouldn't have seen what I'm about it first to be like, oh shit, let's check this kid out.
Yeah.
That's another person
Yeah.
who really helped me out a lot
Yeah.
just by posting those gifts.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to the training thing. All you got to do is just put your all into it, and I promise you, it'll reward you back.
Yeah. A lot of important people into the world of wrestling. It's not just the wrestlers or the promoters. Like, that's why I always say the backstage, the photographers, the people like, okay, like makes the gifts, like put it all out there, put it on social media, even like me doing the podcast. And, when I go to shows, I try to clip and tag. I know I've clipped and tagged you too of stuff as well. Like you gotta, make people relevant, get these people out there. I love seeing it also, people showing up on Dark, which is so great for the indies right now as well. So be irrelevant, tweet, put it out there also too, your tweets of like people that you want to see wrestle. You never know, it could happen. More eyes on
Anything's
it.
possible.
So but so again, you have a busy couple of weeks coming up. You got a lot of great matches. I have some graphics here, so why don't you tell us a little bit about like your busy couple of weeks with people that you're gonna wrestle, where they're gonna see you at, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy stretch right now.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, I'm debuting for Creator Pro. I've done Cap TV before, but this is like my first actual like Creator Pro show I'm doing. And then on Sunday is again me against the top guy, Griffin McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a banger. So
Yes.
I think everybody should check that out. I've been in the ring with Griffin before, and that was just a taste. People are about to get a full course meal. Okay, that's about to happen. And then I think next Friday is me versus Adonis
Yes.
at Candy Paint. Looking forward to that. And then we go to the next week, and it's me versus Leon Ruff. This is this is another one I'm really, really looking forward to, because Leon, I've been watching him when he was in Evolve, even of course NXT.
Yeah.
That man is talented, like so talented, super underrated, and I cannot wait to get in there with him because I know I'm gonna learn a lot. But yeah, I think that's the next couple weeks, right?
Yeah. So awesome. Definitely check out these matches. I love the fact that we get to see between like Fight and IWTV and all the great, it's crazy, right? Like that now, the way that wrestling was back then to where we are now, that we could watch it pretty much anywhere, which is insane.
Yeah, it is crazy. I'm so happy, I'm grateful these platforms are here, because even back then, like it wasn't popping like that. It was hard to get like noticed like that, but it is, these platforms being here, it gives access to like everything.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
So awesome. So tell everybody where they could follow you, to support you, all that fun stuff.
All right. On Twitter, it's @TheReal_DC. On Instagram, it's @theofficial_Dezmond_Cole. I think I did that right. I think it is.
Yes.
Maybe I should know my shit better.
It's okay.
No.
All those links are in the description, just so you guys know. I got you.
All right, cool. On Facebook, just Dezmond Cole.
Again.
Yeah. Thanks for hooking me up.
I got you. Again, all those links are in the description below. If you guys are lazy, you can just go click the links pretty much. I got you. So, and then you said like eventually you're working on merch, right?
Oh yeah, no, merch I'm working on right now. I'm working on getting beanies out and sunglasses and stuff. I'm trying to like think about right now still, if anyone's a good graphic designer, trying to get a Jet Set Radio looking merch.
There you
So
go.
shirt wise. So if anyone's out there, they hear me right now, just hit me up.
Give some love. Give some love. There's a lot of talented graphic guys. So many people. That's so important when it comes to like wrestling as a whole. Everybody plays an
Yeah.
important piece. It's nuts. So, but I'm so excited. I can't wait. I wish I was coming this Sunday. I'm not going to be able to make it, but that's okay. I will see you next Friday, and I'll definitely watch that match with you and Griffin. I love Griffin. That's going to be a banger, and even like to watch you guys like evolve. You know, it's just so awesome.
We both just have just evolved so much.
Yeah.
Me and him, especially him, man. He's been killing it. Like whatever he's doing right now, he's
Yeah.
just been having banger after banger after banger. So no, I'm looking forward to this and see the kind of man he is now.
Yeah. So again, a lot of great matches coming up. Looking forward to that, guys. Definitely go support him. Go watch his matches. Go back, and we brought up so many amazing matches. So many good matches.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrestling tomorrow. Maybe I got to hit a bridge. I haven't really done that before.
Give me the
Maybe I
bridge.
got to do that for you.
Give me a bridge. Gotta be the
Gotta do
perfect
it.
bridge. It can't be just a regular bridge. That bridge gotta go hit those toes. Like,
I hit a Kylan King bridge.
oh my god, I love his bridges. Shit. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
finally.
that's another kid I'd like to wrestle.
Oh
That's another
my
one.
god, I'm finally gonna go see him this weekend. So I'm really excited. I've been dying to meet him. So I'm going up to Massachusetts this weekend. I was like, I'm coming up. I gotta come see you. I need to meet you. Had you on the podcast. Gotta chat. So gotta see that bridge in person. I love it. I love it. But again, like I really hope that Sean, I need the run back of you and Ryan. It was so damn good. So I'm looking forward to it. But I'll see you next Friday, which is great. So
Yeah, no, I'm really excited.
yeah.
I'm excited to see you again.
Yes.
I'm excited for everything, honestly.
Yes, it's gonna be
We'll
fun.
probably see each other at Wawa.
Yes, I'll meet you at the Wawa for the hazelnut coffee.
Gonna need it.
I love it. I love it. Let me see anything else in the chat. No, I think we're good. So, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Again, go give him some support. All those links are in the description again below. Go check out his matches. Come out, get those tickets for any of those shows that if you can make it, come on down, come hang out. So, Dezmond, thank you so much for coming on here, learning a little bit about you. Again, looking forward to seeing you soon. So, guys, you know the deal. So, stay safe, support independent wrestling, and I'll be back next week with Sean Henderson to break down Candy Paint. So you guys have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.